Hey guys, welcome back and thanks again for tuning in. For those of you who don't already know, I am off to Argentina this week for a fun family trip, and I thought it would be a good time to share my philosophy on packing, share a couple of tips that have helped me maximize space in both my luggage and my carry-on, just make the whole packing process easier. So hope you guys enjoy and let's get started. Okay, so tip number one is to always wear your heaviest items if you can on the plane, or at least put them in your carry-on if you don't want to wear them. Like for example, I'll be taking cowboy boots on this trip and they're really heavy and I don't want to waste that weight in my luggage. I always go overweight with my bags. I'm sure you guys have done it before. It's easy to do. So I always try and put my heaviest items in my carry-on or on my person. So for this trip, I've got my cowboy boots in here. I'll put them back the way they were. And then these are the other heaviest shoes, and I'm gonna wear these on the plane. And for comfort's sake, I'm wearing a sweater, but this is also another heavy item in my bag. It's just a heavy jean jacket that I plan to wear on the plane and just have on the trip for an extra layer, just in case. So this is part of my airplane outfit and my heaviest item in there. So that's tip number one. Okay, tip number two is to try and put as many of your toiletries, hair products, hair tools, and things that you might need in case your big bag gets lost, God forbid, in your carry-on. It'll also help you save weight in your luggage. I always struggle with that because a lot of the toiletries that I bring are heavier, glass jars, that kind of thing. And this will help you save space, it'll help you save weight in your big luggage, and just in case your bag gets lost or something happens and you can't get to it, or you're going straight somewhere from once you get off the airplane, you have your toiletries with you, you can freshen up in the car. It's just good to have on your person just in case. And I would say include any medications or anything that you have to bring with you in that as well. You don't want those in your luggage. So these are going in here. I've got my toiletries, my cosmetic bag. There you go. On that same note, another way to save space but also to protect your valuables is to make sure you're packing all of your tech, all of your jewelry, and any nice handbags that you may be packing in your carry-on, or put them in a dust bag and put it in your tote that you're going to put on your carry-on. It's a great way to make sure you have peace of mind on the flight. I always worry that things are going to get stolen out of my luggage, so I always try to keep everything that's really, really important to me in here or in the tote that I'm bringing. So in this case, we've got one Chanel bag. I'm gonna put it in a dust cover, whatever you call that. I don't know where the Chanel one is for this, but it's fine. Okay, so we've got it in here, but first, going out of order here, I'm gonna put my laptop in at the bottom, put the bag in here. Got my jewelry case. I'm gonna put that in here, make room for that. I've also got more tech stuff. I've got my Mophie. I always travel with this, especially internationally when I don't know if I'm gonna have access to the right outlet. And so it helps charge all of your things on the go. It charges your laptop, it charges your phone, your iPad. It's awesome. And I have one that lasts 8 hours, so it's perfect. So I'm gonna put this in here. I also am bringing this converter. I hope I won't need it. I think the hotel should have them, but I always bring one just in case when I'm traveling internationally. I'll probably put that in here as well. I've got my noise canceling headphones. I'm gonna probably try and fit this in here. This is gonna be an adventure. I didn't pack this, pre-pack this, so we're packing together. And then I've got my laptop charger. I'm gonna put that there. And then my headphones, which I'll probably end up putting in my tote because I'll use them on the plane. But just for the sake of this video, I will put them in here. So got all my tech stuff in one place. Didn't pack these earlier, but here are my hair tools. So put them right in here. Find spaces for everything. Okay, so those all fit. Okay, tip number three has to do with the big luggage, which I don't have out since, just for the sake of this video, it's just easier. But I always either roll my stuff or put it in compression bags. It depends on the trip. Because this is not a cold weather trip and I don't have a lot of unnecessary extra layers or things that take up a lot of space but aren't very heavy, I'm just gonna roll it. But for example, when I went to Telluride and had those big puffer jackets and ski pants and just puffy things that are really lightweight, just taking up the entire bag, I I use the compression bags, and you can get them at Target. There's a Ziploc brand version of them. You can get them at the Container Store. I have a couple of both in varying sizes. The Ziploc ones are great because they're really big. So if you have big coats and things that you want to roll up, basically you put them in there, you roll it up, and it expels all of the air out of it. So you're left with just the fabric. And so it helps you maximize your space in your big luggage, and so you can fit more in there. Okay, tip number 4 is something that you may not think of. Everybody usually makes a packing list, right? I definitely do, especially for trips where I'm gone a long time. I want to see how I can use certain things a bunch of different ways. I kind of put it in a Google Doc like I do everything else. But something that I found has been really helpful for me personally is to take photos of each and every outfit with all the accessories, shoes, and everything before I pack it, to make sure that I'm not bringing a pair of shoes I'm only going to wear once, or a bag I'm only going to wear once. And so I can make sure I'm maximizing the use of those items while I'm traveling. It's also helpful for me as a blogger for outfit photos to make sure I really like the outfit before I pack it. It helps to make sure you're not bringing, like I said, unnecessary items, wasting space in your bag with things you're not going to use. I always bring an extra outfit or two, but this makes sure that I don't bring anything like just 5 extra t-shirts that I'm not going to use or need. So I highly recommend doing that if you're going somewhere for a long time and just want to know exactly what you're packing and what you're going to wear. Okay, and then my final tip is mostly for international flights, but it's probably a good idea to do this on domestic flights too, because you just never know, but to bring a change of clothes. And for this means 2 things for me. I always like to wear actual clothes to an airport. You're never gonna see me in sweats or workout clothes. I just prefer to look put together. That's just me. So I always change into something like different pants when I'm on a flight. So I'll arrive at the airport in a normal outfit, comfortable. So a top I can sleep in, shoes that I can slip on and off. So like I'll be taking this sweater, I'll be wearing that on the plane, but I'll be wearing jeans. And if they're not comfortable when I sit down, I have a pair of leggings I can change into in the bathroom before I go to sleep. And this is great because, I don't know, do you really want to be sleeping in the same pants that you get up and walk out? I don't know. There's just something kind of gross about that to me, like wearing the same thing for, I don't know, 15 hours. So I like to have a pair of leggings I can put on the plane and sleep in those. And then in the morning, I'll change into a new pair of underwear, freshy fresh, and then put my jeans back on. Now, the other reason I pack something else, like a dress, for example, it's lightweight, it's easy to fit in anything. You can put it in your carry-on or your tote, something that doesn't wrinkle super easily, just in case your luggage gets lost and you want to change into something. Like, for example, when I get there, it's going to be hot, and if I can't get into my luggage for any reason, I want to be able to have another option to wear around town. So it's just nice to have a good backup just in case, but bring something lightweight if you can, and make sure it'll stick in your bag. Okay, so now we've got my extra change of clothes. I forgot to put my sleep mask in here. Could put that in my tote, I guess. But we've got a change of underwear. I've got leggings for the flight to wear with my sweater. I've got an extra change of clothes just in case for the next day to wear with my espadrilles, and that is how I've packed my carry-on. And I still have little places in here where I could stick stuff, but this is probably what it's gonna look like when I'm actually leaving. So I hope that you guys enjoyed these tips. Hopefully they're helpful for you. They certainly have helped me. If you have any questions or comments, definitely comment in the section below the video, and I will be back with another video soon. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. I'll see you guys next time.